Replay Cards and Dice, and today we will be playing the Houston Astros, who swept us at the Dome early this year, and the Mets get a chance to exact some revenge. Today, Ken Forsch for the Houston Astros, and will be John Pacella for the New York Mets. Are you ready for New York Met baseball? Here we go. John Pacella. The Mets come in 2 games in back of the fighting Philadelphia Phillies, and for the Houston Astros, going for the Cy Young Award as we enter August 1st, Ken Forsch having an excellent season, and we'll go into those numbers as we get closer to game 1980 Strat New York Met baseball. This is August the 1st, 1980, and it's going to be a beautiful one. The Mets are going to need some help now. They're 2 games in back of the Phillies. We're going to give you what's gone on so far in baseball today. The Philadelphia Phillies have won the game so far in the replay. Jack Dawson, hello, welcome aboard. Thank you for coming in. And let's go over what's been happening so far in Major League Baseball. Going to go over these stats. So in today's action, the Expos defeated the Braves 6-0. Scott Sanderson over Phil Niekro. Home runs Gary Carter. The Expos scored 2 in the 8th, 2 in the 7th, and 4 in the 8th, going away 6-0. The Giants defeated the Cubs 3-2. Winning pitcher was Bordley. Losing pitcher Tidrow saved Lavelle. Game we're all paying attention to. The Phillies scored 5 in the first and went away winning 14-9 against the Reds. Winner walk, loser Liebrandt. Home runs Foster, his 20th. Boa had 4 hits and 5 RBIs. Also in the game of interest, the Pittsburgh Pirates, defending 1979 world champions, still in this. They beat the Padres 4-2. Bibby with the win. Loser Mura saved Romo, as Mike Easler had 3 hits as the Pirates. Puts the Dodgers within 9.5 games of the Astros, the closest they've been in a while. Winning pitcher Sutton, loser Forsch, save went to Hal. Home runs by Hernandez and Lopes. That means the New York Mets need to win today to stay within a game and a half of the fighting Philadelphia Phillies and Pittsburgh Pirates. They just came off a series where they lost 2 out of 3 to the Atlanta Braves, but they actually won their last game. So they're on a nice little 1-game winning streak, and we hope to see it continue. So here's your lineups. You see them on your screen. Terry Poole leading off in center. Batting second is Enos Cabell. Batting third is second baseman Joe Morgan. Batting fourth, the left fielder Jose Cruz. Batting fifth, the first baseman Danny Heap. Batting sixth, right fielder Jeffrey Leonard. Batting seventh, the catcher Alan Ashby. Batting eighth, the shortstop Craig Reynolds. And batting ninth in pitching, Ken Forsch. And then for your fighting New York Mets, Frank Tavares leading off. He gets to move to the leadoff spot. Batting second is Elliot Maddox at third. Lee Mazzilli in center. Claudel Washington in left. Joel Youngblood in right. Mike Jorgensen in first. Alex Trevino behind the plate. Doug Flynn at second. On the mound, John Pacella. Here are your pitching matchups. John Pacella, 1-4, 4.97 ERA. Ken Forsch, like we said, going for the Cy Young Award, 13-2, 2.04 ERA. And hello, everybody. Captain Carl here. 1980 replay, August 1st, 1980. So John Pacella again on the mound, point of weakness 5. He's going to have to survive and get through this. And leading off for the Houston Astros will be center fielder Terry Poole. So the pool, here goes. The Astros are now 9.5 ahead of the Dodgers in the NL West as we enter the day's action. Poole will lead off against Pacella, and here we go. First pitch of the ball game is underway. Let's see, do I want to go this way? Let's go this way. I want to even it up a little bit. So here we go. First pitch, we're underway. 2-8 to a right-hander, ground ball down the first. That's a good start. Picked up by Jorgensen, takes it to the bag himself for out number 1. So first out of the ball game, Poole was retired, and now here's Enos Cabell. Batting second, Cabell. He is the third baseman. I don't have stats like I did the last game I had on my channel, but kind of putting this up on here with cards and dice. Hopefully everything else looks good. So Cabell batting second. Pacella from the windup here, 1 out in the first, and it's going to be a 2-9. Struck him out. Cabell down on strikes, and John Pacella's got the first 2 outs, and that's a big one. Here's the second baseman, Joe Morgan. So 2 outs in the first. John Pacella. Met fans on their feet. They're trying to get these Mets over the top here after getting swept in Houston, and they lost 2 games, in gritty fashion. So let's see if the Mets can even things up. 3-6 is a line out to second base. So Doug Flynn with the play, and the Astros go 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the first. No score here at Shea. On the mound, Ken Forsch, we talked about it. He is vying for the Cy Young. He's 13-2, 2.04 ERA. Leading off for the Mets, moving into the leadoff spot will be Frankie Tavares. So he gets a chance to move up. Mazzilli moved down in the lineup. We'll see how that works out. Not sure I like it, but we'll see. Tavares is an auto steal. So with Forsch, it'll be a -2, -1, -3. So Tavares can get the first number on a 12 if he gets on board. 60% chance, and he's automatically getting it. So we'll see if that helps. Forsch gets the windup. Here's the pitch. 1-8, and that's a single 1-18. That's a 2-base hit, Frank Tavares. So Tavares is on. Again, we said he's an auto steal, which means he automatically goes on. Let's see again. So again, it's a -2, -3. It's a 12, 60%. Tavares is going to try. Safe. He's in there, and a possible throwing error by Ashby. So let's see if Ashby throws him away. He's a T rating 1-5, and no, he's a 12. So Frank Tavares steals second right away, and the Mets got something going here at Shea. Him against the Braves. Forsch on the mound, working from the Strat. He hasn't worked from the Strat. The third spot. He had how many home runs? He had 16 home runs on the year. He already has 17. More power against left-handed pitching. So he's going to bat lefty against Forsch. Couple big hits in the game against the Braves. Couple RBIs, couple stolen. Now bought a second. That's in the hole. Tavares will move to third, and there's 2 outs. Runner on third and 2 outs. So now here's Claudel Washington. He's going to need a clutch hit now. Runner on third, 2 outs. Mets want to get a run here early. Washington's bat needs to come alive. Forsch from the stretch. Runner on third, 2 outs, and the pitch. 3-4, ground ball down the 1, no score. So batting for the Astros this inning will be Cruz, Heap, and Leonard against John Pacella. So John Pacella on the mound survived the first inning, pitched well. Let's see how he does in the second. Cruz the hit. He's having an excellent season. He's playing left as always. Here's the pitch. 3-5 is a rope down the line. No one's gonna get that. Nicely played by the right fielder Youngblood. He'll get it back in fast enough, and he holds Cruz to a double. Holy cow, that could have been a lot worse. Cruz on a 3-5 right-hander triple won the 12-13. Just barely misses the triple split. So a great play by Youngblood, gets it back in. Runner on second, now nobody out. Astros now got something going. Here's the first baseman, Danny Heap. Will be a Met sometime in his future. Left-handed hitter against Pacella. Pacella working from the stretch, now has to not make any mistakes. Here's the pitch. 1-9, fly ball right field. That's an easy play for Youngblood, makes the catch, and now brings up Mr. Jeff Leonard. Gets the start today in right field, hits against a right-hander who's not as strong as he is against lefties, has an auto triples on there in the 2 columns. This could be interesting. Runner on second, 1 out. Trevino puts down the sign. Here comes Pacella, and it's going to be a 2-3, and that's a ballpark single. We can tell in our ballpark single charts, it's only a 1-4. That's a 16. That's a line drive to the shortstop. So the Mets catch a break there. Poor weather conditions here make ballpark singles only 1-4. Lefty home runs 1-15. Righties 1-12. So with 2 outs. With 2 outs now, runner on second, and here is the catcher, Alan Ashby. Ashby comes up, batting left-handed against Pacella. Pacella from the stretch, works. Here's the pitch, 1-7, single 1-4. Nope, he does not get it. Ground ball to short. That's a nice play. Throws them out, and that's all for the Astros in the second. No runs, 1 hit. They strand a runner at second. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. So bottom of the second, it is, so far, no score here at Shea Stadium as the Mets play a pivotal weekend series here against the Houston Astros. For the Mets, it will be Youngblood, Jorgensen, and Trevino. Youngblood, one of the hottest hitters on the Mets, at least hitting .344 this season. He'll bat right-handed against Ken Forsch. They had Forsch on the ropes in the first inning, unable to do anything. Here's the pitch, 4-7, and that's a single 1-7. He gets the 7. Base hit, Youngblood. So Youngblood is on. Again, the Mets forcing the issue. Youngblood is starred, and if he gets the lead, it'll be a minus. It would be a minus. Again, what would he say? A -2, -3. Again, he gets the lead 60%, but he gets picked off on a 9 and 12. So Force will hold them close. Does Youngblood try to go to second? Mike Jorgensen, the batter. Youngblood is going to try. This can get dicey. Oh, it's a 9. Force throws over and picks him off. Oh, my. So it goes. Force goes over to Heap, who throws it over to the second baseman, and that is a caught stealing. So that's a 1-3-4. So Youngblood out 1-3-4, and that's the first out. And here's Jorgensen. So Youngblood tried to get greedy, but he gets picked off, and that will go as a caught stealing. 1 out here in the second. Here is Jorgensen now. So Forsch gets out of that one real quick. And now a 2-4 ballpark single to a left-hander. That's a 1-4. That's an 8. That'll be a line drive to the second baseman. So the second out. Here is now Alex Trevino. 2 outs for Trevino. Trevino's been one of the hotter catchers so far from the Mets. They lost Stearns for the rest of the season. So Trevino comes up. Forsch from the windup. No one on. 2 outs. 2-6 is a fly ball center field. That is Poole makes the catch, and the Mets are done in the second. We go to the third, no score. And John Pacella comes out and works his 3rd inning of work. So Pacella, 3rd inning of work. Mets have to just hold on. He can pitch a inspirational game today. Reynolds, the batter. Left-handed hitter against Pacella. Pacella, the windup and the pitch. 2-11, ground ball down the first. That'll be an easy play for the first baseman. Jorgensen, 1 away. 4 hitting pitcher card, Ken Forsch. 1 out in the third. Pacella gets the sign. Looks in and the pitch. 4-9. Forsch is a righty. That's a single 1-10. That's an 8. Base hit, Forsch. So Forsch helps himself. Let the Forsch be with you. Runner on first and 1 away. Here is Terry Poole. Poole last time up, grounded the first. Runner on first and 1 out against Pacella. Again, Astros with a 9.5 game lead in the NL West. One of the NL's best teams. One of Major League Baseball's best teams. Pacella from the stretch. That's a 5-5. Struck him out. They get the tough Terry pull out. So 2 outs, and now here is Enos Cabell. Cabell struck out his first time up. He's 0 for 2. Runner on first, Forsch 1 out. Forsch with the jacket on over there at first base, not going anywhere. Cabell comes up. Pacella from the stretch and the pitch. 6-2 righty, fly ball right field. That is Youngblood, who's not too bad out there. He is a 2E7. So the 2 shouldn't bite you, we're hoping. Here's the play. That is a 10. He's got it. 14. Let's hope not. 14 on a 7 is not an error. 15 was. Makes the catch. Astros done in the 3rd. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. No score. So we go to the bottom of the 3rd. No score. Again, last couple games I've been playing straight cards and dice, entering the games later on into the computer, seeing if people like that more, kind of give a better look at things. So now it's going to be Doug Flynn, followed by John Pacella and Frankie Tavares. So Forsch comes out for the 3rd inning of work, continues to show dominance out there on the mound. Forsch gets the sign. Here's the pitch by Flynn. 6-3 righty, 5-ball left field. That is, who is that? Left fielder is Cruz, I should know that. 2E12, high E rating. So let's see if he can dodge one of those. That's a 12. That is a 14. 14 on Cruz's 12 is a 2-base error. So the Mets get on second with a 2-base error on Cruz, unable to make the catch, and the Mets have to capitalize. Runner on second and nobody out, and now the question is, what do you do with John Pacella? Does he lay down a perfect bunt? The bunting is down. It's going to be... I don't like is all the pitchers are C's, and then you have to roll a C. So to get a good bunt, you need a 3, 4, 5, 7, and that's it. So let's see. We're gonna try to. We have to bunt. So Pacella's gonna lay the bunt down. Here we go. Forsch, Pacella. Come on, John. Oh, he got the 7. How about that? He rolled a 7. So picked up by the 3, which is the catcher. He laid one right in front of the plate. It's a good sacrifice by Pacella. So John Pacella does the job, as they say, and Flynn will move the 3rd. So sack, bunt, and now here is the leadoff hitter, Frank Tavares. He is hitting in a non-clutch situation, so for him it should benefit him, because he doesn't have to deal with the upside-down triangles and lose the hit. So runner on 3rd, 1 away. Infield will play back. Forsch working from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 4-12. That is going to be a fly ball left field. Picked up by the left fielder. Cruz makes the catch, but the run will score. The Mets get a run batted in. Sacrifice fly. And the Mets lead 1-0 here in the 3rd. So Tavares with the RBI. So the Mets get a nice, they go 2-base error, sacrifice bunt, sacrifice fly, and they have manufactured the first run in this game. Here's Elliot Matic, 2 outs. Forsch with the windup, 1-8, line drive out the 3rd baseman at Cabell. So that ends the inning. The Mets manufacture one through 3, 1-0 Mets. Now the question is, do they do a deal with the devil and get Pacella a short outing, and then they put the Reardon-Allen combination in early and try to win this one? Here is the 4th inning. It will be Morgan, followed by Cruz and Heap. Let's do this against John Pacella in the 4th. So Pacella gets the sign. Here we go. That's a 6-8 left-hander, and that's a walk. Oh boy. So John Pacella's 4th inning does not start how you want. So Morgan still has speed. Oh, he has lots of it. Gets it on a 5 and 6, 19 and 13. Pacella is a 0. -2 to hold. Trevino -1. So -3 would be a 16 or 10 if he gets the lead on a 5 and 6. Morgan does not get the lead, so it's a 10. He'll be held, but won't be going anywhere. Here is the left fielder, Jose Cruz. Runner on first and nobody out. Pacella working from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 6 and a walk. Oh, brother. So Cruz the second. Heap the first. No, it's Cruz. Sorry. Let's do that again, folks. Sorry, my scorebook is now messed up. So there it is. So runner on first and second. Nobody out. So that was Morgan Cruz, and now here's first baseman Danny Heap. First and second. Nobody out. John Pacella on some early ropes here in the fourth after the Mets took a 1-0 lead. Pacella working from the stretch. Needs to find the strike zone and the confidence. From the stretch, here's the pitch. 1-7 struck him out. Big strikeout on Danny Heap. So now here is Jeff Leonard. Not having Cesar Cedeno in this lineup's the big thing. He's still activated, but did not start. So not sure what Bill Verdon was doing, but Cedeno not playing. So runner first and second, 1 out. Pacella from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Jeff Leonard. 3-9, and he struck him out. So a big 2 strikeouts in a row for Pacella. And now here we go. It's going to be Alan Ashby with 2 outs. Ashby has ground to short his first time up. He's a switch hitter, batting from the left-hand side against a righty Pacella. Pacella trying to get out of damage. First and second, no outs. 2-8, ground ball to first. Picked up by Jorgensen. Takes it to the bag himself. And the Mets and the Astros cannot score in the fourth. 2 walks, 2 left at the end of going the bottom of the fourth. 1-0 Metropolitans. Holy cow. So last of the fourth coming up, Mazzilli, Washington, and Youngblood, the bat here in the last of the fourth against Ken Forsch. So now the sign, 3-6, and a walk to Mazzilli. So Mazzilli walks, high steal base. So Mazzilli will not be going anywhere. Forsch kept him close to the bag. Here is Claudel Washington. Washington ground his first time up. Forsch from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 4-6 is a single, 1-7. That's a 5. That's a base hit past the first baseman. Mazzilli will go to second. Washington with a single. First and second, nobody out. And now the Mets have something of theirs going. And now here's the most dangerous Met hitter, Joel Youngblood. Singled and got picked off trying to steal second. First and second, nobody out. The Mets with their own little rally going here. Met fans on their feet. Forsch from the stretch. 6-5 righty. Ground ball to short. That's Reynolds to Morgan to the first baseman. Heap double play. 6-4-3. And Washington will move, and Mazzilli will move to third. So now here's Jorgensen. He is needing a clutch 2-out hit with 2 outs, a runner on third. Looking at his card, he is non-clutch. He loses 1, but not in the really bad spots. So if he can stay in that 1 column, he may be able to get what's needed. So Forsch looks in. Runner on third, 2 outs. Forsch gets the sign. 6-6 lefty, fly ball center field. That is Poole makes the catch, and the Mets nothing in the fourth. We played for 1-0 Mets. Point of weakness inning for John Pacella. So now it's going to be Reynolds, Forsch, and Poole, the bat here in the fifth. 1-0 Metropolitans trying to get within a game and a half of the Phillies, who won today, devastating the Cincinnati Reds. Pacella from the stretch. From the windup, here's the pitch. 5-7 lefty, single 1-3. He rolled the 3. Uh-oh, that's not a good sign. Base hit, Craig Reynolds. So Reynolds is on with a base hit. Runner on first, nobody out, and now here's Forsch. Same exact things has to happen. Forsch again will be asked to bunt here against the Mets. Here we go. Does he lay down a good bunt? Oh, it's a 9 on a. It's a 9 on a C, and that's a 1 and 2. So he fouled it off. He's gonna try it again. There's a bunting situation. That's a 6. And oh, that's a defense. So let's see what the defense does. So it drops down a bunt down. The opposite throwing the batter out. So let's see again. So it's going to be a. So it's going to be. So it's picked up by the first. So it's going to be picked up by the first baseman, which for the Mets is going to be Jorgensen. He's a 1. So let's look at this. So the running rating, I always get confused by this one. I like to have the computer do all these. 1 to 14, 1 to 14 for Reynolds. Button out the first base of fielder is a 2. So actually it's a 1. So it'll be a 1. So it'll be a 1 to 13. So the running rating is a 14. Button to the first base, run rating 2. So the lead runner's safe range would be a 1 to 13. They're going to get the safe out at first. The Mets cannot afford that. So Forsch with the good sacrifice. So runner on second and 1 man out, and double D in the ballpark. How you doing, my friend? So runner on second, 1 out here for the Astros. Terry Poole the bat. So Poole the hit. Poole so far has ground the first and struck out. So John Pacella in his point of weakness inning. Runner on second, 1 out. Pacella from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 2-11 is a fouled out behind the plate. Trevino will throw away the tools of ignorance and make the catch for the second out. So 2 away as Trevino makes the catch. And now he points out John Pacella, get me 1 more out, my friend. And now here's Enos Cabell. Runner on second and 1 out. Mets lead 1-0. And now here is Cabell. So Cabell the hit. Runner in scoring position. So let's see. Nope, he is not clutch. He loses a couple clutches in that. Runner on second and 2 outs. 5, 9, and up. That will probably not be good. That is a home run 1 to 4. That is a 9, and that's going to be a double for Enos Cabell, and the Astros have tied it at 1. As Reynolds scores, Cabell will go to second, and the Astros tied at 1. And that is 2 hits on the point of weakness. So a 5-9 on Pacella's card. Home run 1 to 4. He was a W. That would have a single, but a 5 to 12 gave him the high split double. So now we have some fun. Morgan the batter. Morgan against a right-hander is neither clutch or no, I don't think. I don't see anything negative on the. Yeah, he loses 1 on a 3-8. So we'll see. Pacella from the stretch. Pitching to the tough Joe Morgan. And the pitch. That's a 5-7 single 1 to 3. This time rolled a 7. Line drive second base, and the Astros are out of the inning, but they do get a run. We go to the bottom of the 5th, and we're now tied at 1-1. So now Ken Forsch, who's absolutely been fantastic, comes out now. He'll pitch to Trevino, Flynn, and then we make the decision what to do with Pacella. He's done his 5 innings. So Forsch looks in, gets the sign. 5-9 righty, 5 ball right field. Not much on the card. 1 away. So here's Flynn. He reached on an error and scored the Met only run in the 3rd. So let's see what he can do here. Forsch from the windup. Here's the pitch. That's a 1-5. Stayed on the table. Ground ball to second. That's Morgan. Throws him out. And the Mets may have to dip into their bullpen and play this game like it's basically how important it is. So John Pacella is pulled for a pinch hitter here in the 5th. He can go 5, so he's done. Now let's take a look at the Met bullpen, which I'm going to have to do off camera, and to see what the Mets have the option for doing today. So everyone to me is healthy. So now the Mets have to see who they want to burn here with 6 players on the bench. They're going to go to one of their more reliable pinch hitters, Jerry Morales. So Morales will come in and bat, and the pitcher coming out will be determined with who the Astros have coming up. So Morales to bat for Pacella. I know it sounds like modern day baseball, but when the Mets lost Swan for the year, and now they don't have Ray Burris anymore, this is a tough staff to manage through. So Pacella gave me 5, thankfully. So Forsch from the windup. Here's the pitch. 4-5 ground ball to short. That is Reynolds. Reynolds is a 326. That could be maybe interesting. Let's see. That's an 18. That's an 11. Let's make sure an 11 on a 26 is not going to be an error. 11 on a 26 says, hold on, 11 on a 26. A 12's an error, not an 11. So he throws him out, and Morales is done. So we played 5 here at Shea. 1-1's your score. So now the Mets have to make a critical decision. So it'll be Cruz, Heap, Leonard. So now the Mets don't have what they want to say, a regular lefty here. So let's look at it again. Who do they bring out when they need a lefty? So again, Eddie Glenn was used yesterday kind of in relief, and they don't like options, I'll tell you that. So they're going to go back to Tom Houseman. He earns it, as Mr. Houseman said in the paper chase. So let's see. He's going to pitch to a couple lefties. Houseman is let's look at him again. We'll give you his statistics if possible here. So let's look at him real quick if we can. So Houseman comes in the game. He is 6-5, 2.55 ERA. He had 4 starts, has a save. So 89, he has, 89 hits, 99 innings, 15 walks, 42 strikeouts. He's been super effective, and he is a 4L. So this is where Houseman does well. He's going to pitch to lefty, righty. So he'll pitch right now the Cruz, Heap, and Leonard. So here is Cruz leading off the top of the 6th. 1-1's your score. Mets already dipping their bullpen. Game 1 of this series. Houseman on the mound. Here's the pitch. 2-5 is a single for Cruz. That's not what the doctor ordered. So Cruz is on first. Houseman is a 0, -3 with everything. So Cruz would be a 15 or less, 2-5 and 10. And that's a 10. He gets the lead. 15 or less, and he's thrown out. What a throw by Trevino. So a 2-4 on that. What a throw by Trevino. That was a 19 on the roll, needed 15 or less. So Cruz is out with 1 out. Here's Danny Heap. So the Mets get a break there. Good throw by Trevino. Houseman from the windup. Here's the pitch. 3-8, fly ball center field. Houseman gets the lefties out he needs. That's 2 away. And now he brings up Jeff Leonard. 2 outs in the 6th. Don't make any offensive changes in this game until about the 7th, because these lineups are as played. So we'll stay with them. There was a righty on the mound to begin with. So it's going to be a 2-6. So that's a single, 1-3. That is a line drive shortstop, and the Astros are done in the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It is 1-1. So Mets trying to piece this through bullpen by committee right now. Our Red Sox fan, welcome to the office. So bottom of the 6th. Metropolitan's trying to get on the board. So last of the 6th, 1-1's your score. The Mets will send up the top of the order, and that'll be Frankie T, followed by Elliot Matic and Lee Mazzilli against Ken Forsch in his 6th inning of work. He can go into the 7th. Forsch gets the sign. Here comes the pitch. 6-9 righty. That's a home run, 1-4. He has no power. That's a fly ball in the left field and makes the catch. So one away here in the sixth. Vera sent it to the warning track, but it died out there. Matic so far in the ball game is 0 for 2. Forsch eyeing for a Cy Young in the National League. Came in with almost a sub-2 ERA. Forsch from the windup. Here's the pitch. 3-9 ground ball to second. That's an easy enough play, and that's 2 outs. So now here's Lee Mazzilli. Mazzilli the batter. Boy, time for Lee to come through. 0 for 1 with a walk today. Again, batting from the left-hand side, not as powerful. Forsch from the windup. Here's the pitch. 4-6 to a lefty, single on the 7. That's an 11. First baseman Heat takes it a bag himself, and the Mets go 3 up, 3 down. We go to the 7th. 1-1's your score. So again, the Mets hanging on here, and they will now, let's see if Houseman pitches a second inning of work. He can tire after 3, so he can give you length. They will send up Ashby, lefty, and then probably a pinch hitter. Maybe they'll get Forsch out of here in the 7th. So Ashby here against Houseman. Top of the 7th. Here's the pitch. 6-10 lefty. Oh, just missed some. Fly ball center field. That's Mazzilli with the play. Mazzilli is a 2-3. Thankfully, he's not at first base. So let's see if he makes the play on a 14. I'm going to call that an out. There's not going to be a 10 on a 2. So that's a center fielder. 1 away. So Ashby the batter. Now Reynolds, and then Forsch is on the on-deck circle in case Craig Reynolds hits one out of here and gives the Astros the lead. If not, they're probably going to pull him. Houseman looking in from the windup. Here's the pitch. 3-10 ground ball down the 3rd. That's an easy enough play, and there's 2 outs. So with 2 outs, now the fun begins. The Mets have gotten Ken Forsch out of this ball game, and he has gone 6 innings only. So the Astros will pull Forsch out of here. Their bullpen is not too shabby either. We'll see how they came in this game, if they're healthy or not. And they'll bring in a lefty. Danny Walling. I'm feeling he should be on this team. You know what? Let's again make sure. So let's bring the Astros out here and look at their bullpen. Their bullpen is healthy, no problems. So they have a full horse. Walling is available. He will come in and hit. So there's no doubt about that. But even though he hits, that does go to the strong side of Houseman. Walling is one of the pinch hitters you probably see in this game. So here we go. This is top of the 7th, 2 outs. Walling the bat against Houseman. Houseman looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. 3-10 ground ball to second. Flynn's got it, throws it over, and quickly enough, the Astros go 1-2-3. So we go to the 7th inning stretch. Go ahead and hug somebody. It's 1-1 here at Shea. So now let's see who the Astros will send out there. Full complement of bullpens. And the Mets will send up Washington, Youngblood Jorgensen, lefty, righty, lefty. So now again we go to my screen here and see who the pitcher who should come in here for the Astros. They can go McCourty, Sambito, Smith. I mean they're solid all over the place. Sambito got roughed up a bit, I remember, against the Phillies when he came in. But you know what? They're gonna go with Joe here. 7th inning. I like Smith's card a lot better. So Sambito will come in. So Sambito is in. So 6 innings for Forsch. So let me write some information here. So Sambito comes in. Bottom of the 7th. Mets needing a run. Washington, Youngblood Jorgensen. So Washington, lefty here. Now does that make the Mets move here in the last of the 7th? So let's see what happens here. Lefty, righty, lefty, huh? And Washington is playing left field. So do the Mets have, besides, let's see. I don't want to take out a better fielder. Washington's gonna have to hit away. I know this is probably where you might hit for him, but I'm gonna hit. So here we go. 5-4. Ballpark single to a lefty is a 1-4. That's a 16. Line drive second base. 1 away. So Washington's 1 for 3. Here's Joel Youngblood. He needs to now do something. He's 1 for 2. Single got picked off, grounded into a double play. Big opportunity for Joel here. 1 away. Sambito with the windup. Here's the pitch. 5-9. Got him on strikes. Youngblood just kind of looked at that one. Called strike 3. Now, again, you don't take out the defense. So Mike Jorgensen, inept against left-handed pitching, will stand in there and see if he can get something off Sambito's side of the card. 2 outs, nobody on. Last of the 7th game, tied at 1. 5-6. He did. That's exactly why you leave a defensive fielder in the game. Jorgensen hits a ball and he knocks it down the line. It hits the chalk down the line. Jorgensen will have a 2-out double. So a 2-out double on Sambito's card. It was a double 1-13, rolled an 8. So Jorgensen, inept against lefties on his own card, found something on Joe's card. Runner on second, 2 outs for Trevino, who hits lefties really well. And if I'm right, he gets a little bit clutch. Is he clutch? Yes, he is clutch. He's a little bit clutch. Let's see. Runner on second, 2 outs. Sambito, big pitch of the ball game. Can he do the job? No. 5-2. That's a single 1-6. Line drive, shortstop ends the inning. The Mets strand 1. We go to the 8th. Still 1-1. And Tom Houseman is pulling a Chad Green here. 2 solid innings. Is going to try to get through this order. And it's going to be the leadoff spot, I believe, for the Astros. Might as well. It's Poole, Cabell, Morgan, lefty, righty, lefty. So Poole the bat against Houseman. Top of the 8th. 1-1 score. Do the Mets have heartache in their blood, or can they pull within a game and a half of the division? Here's Poole. 5-5 lefty, ground ball to second. That's Flynn. Throws him out for out number 1. So 1 away. Here's Cabell. Cabell doubled his last time up. So with 1 out here in the 8th, tie ball game. Houseman with the windup gets the sign. Here's the pitch, and that's a 3-8 fly ball center field. That's out number 2. So now here's Morgan. Houseman looking to do 3 solid. And with Houseman coming up in the order, he would do the Joe Torre, Mr. Joe Torre, a huge service by getting the Mets through these innings. Houseman with the windup. Here's the pitch. 5-9 fly ball left field. Nice job, Mr. Houseman. He earned it as he gets the Astros done in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's a 1-1 score. So Sambito, probably, I don't know if he'll come back out again or not. I mean, here's the bottom part of this order. Flynn's going to stay in there. You won't lose the defense there. And then a pinch hitter, and then a righty to Varys here in the 8th. You know what? With the Astros already batting for their pitcher spot early on, they're probably going to go with LaCourty here. Just as good numbers. So LaCourty will come in. So LaCourty is in. So LaCourty, the 3rd pitcher in the 8th. Right-handed pitcher will pitch to Flynn, a pinch hitter for Houseman, and then Tavares. So bottom of the 8th, 1-1 score. The Mets' high gun relievers are up. Reardon and Allen. LaCourty, the Flynn, 6-4, ground ball to short. That's going to be Reynolds here in the 8th. Let's see, Reynolds a 326. Let's see, does he make the play? That's a 7. That's a 12. Hang on, this could be tough on a 26. 26 on a 12. Let's hold on. 26 and a 12 is an error. E6 on Reynolds. So the Mets get a starting break. Now what do you do? Oh, Tom Houseman, and the Mets are still going to pull him, and it's going to be. Oh, this is where he should probably bunt, but not in this case. So now since there's no clutch involved, they're going to bring Steve Henderson out. Boy, an opportunity for Steve Henderson to shine right now. So Henderson, the batter. Here we go. Runner on first, nobody out. Righty-righty matchup. McCourty from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 6-5. Again, he hits it at Reynolds. So again, he hits it at Reynolds. Does he make another error? 3-26. We know 12's an error. Anything but a 12. And that's a 12. Reynolds boots it again. That's the second error in a row by Craig Reynolds. Holy crapola. 6-3. That's a non-hit. And you got back-to-back errors by Reynolds. So double E6. And the Astros have first and second, and nobody out. Holy cow. So again, 26-12. That's an error by Reynolds, and the Mets have 2 on and nobody out. So now here comes Frank Tavares. He's an A bunter. Oh my goodness, what an opportunity. They'll bring the corners in on Frankie T, and they're going to lay a bunt down. So Tavares will play that bat right on the ball. It's a perfect bunt, if not an even better one. He lays it down in front of the pitcher. He's an A sacrifice. Thought he may have beat it out. So Tavares, now it's second and third, 2 outs. Neil Allen and both Allen and Reardon are getting ready. Can the Mets escape here? Here is Elliot Matic, second and third. 1 out. Both guys on due to Craig Reynolds' errors. McCourty looking in gets the sign. Infield in for the Astros. Here's the pitch. 1-5 fly ball left field question mark. Left fielder is Cruz. -1. +2 on the question mark. That is going to be a +1. +1 to Flynn. +1 to Flynn is a 1-14. Oh, what do my odds feel like today? 1-14. 1-14. Let's see. Make sure I'm doing it right. Right field question mark is a +2, -1 on the rating. So it is going to be a 1 for Flynn. Oh boy, 1-14. Joe Torre, the third base coach, says send him. Here's the throw by Cruz, and it's a 13. Mets take the lead. So a sacrifice fly scores the runner, and the Mets lead 2-1. So the Mets take the lead, just barely gets in there, and they needed that +1. So that was a plus. That was a +1 to Flynn. That gave him that 1-14. He just got ahead of the throw, and now Neil Allen gets a chance to come in and get a save for the Mets. 2 outs for Mazzilli. Let's see if he can get the runner in from second. Mets trying to pull this one out. McCourty from the stretch gets the sign. Here's the pitch. 3-7, ground ball to first. Takes it a bag himself, and boy, does Craig Reynolds not feel so good. The inning starts with E6, and then a sacrifice over, make it second and third, sacrifice fly by Matic, and then a ground out. Hang on, that may would be the second out, so error, sack, and what's a sacrifice bunt, sack fly, out, that ends the inning. But the Mets squeak in a run in the 8th. We go to the 9th. Do we have a happy recap for the Mets? Stay tuned and find out. New pitcher for the Mets will be Neil Allen. So Neil Allen comes in. We're going to have to give you Neil Allen's numbers because I am a sports broadcaster or a fake broadcaster. Folks, can the Mets get the save? So it's going to be lefty Cruz, Heap, and Leonard here in the 9th. Mets up by 1. So Neil Allen from the windup. Here's the pitch to Cruz. 5, 6, ground ball the second, picked up by Flynn, throws him out for the first out. 1 out in the ninth. Met fans on their feet. They see the scoreboard. The Phillies and Pirates both win. The Mets win, they'll pull within a game and a half. Allen from the windup. Here's a pitch to Heap. Or should we not bat for Heap? Let's see. 3, 6, the walk. Heap walks anyway, and the Astros have life. So Heap is on at first. -1, -2, be a -4 to run if the Astros got any speed on the. Oh, they do. Rafael Landeskog. Oh, he's an auto steal, and he would go on a 1-12. Oh, but is it worth it? Is it worth it or not? So Landeskog will come in and run. We'll see if he'll run or not. He's a 1-16, a lot faster than Heap's 1-11. So anything in the gap could score him. So Landeskog will run. And now that brings in Leonard, who will probably be pinch hit for here. So the Astros will pinch hit for Jeff Leonard. He's, to me, again, much better hitter against right-handed pitching. So we'll need someone to swing. And they're probably, you know what? He's on the bench. They're going to bring in Cesar Cedeno. So Cedeno is on the bench, did not start. Will now get in the bat. So now it gets dicey, folks. Cedeno the bat here for Leonard. Runner on first, 1 out. Faster runner on first. He's probably not going to go anywhere immediately. You don't want to get thrown out down a run, especially one of your bigger bats in this lineup. Boy, excitement here at Shea. Double play ends it. Neil Allen from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Cedeno. 5, 8. That's a base hit. Oh, it's down the line. It gets past the left fielder. Oh, what was he thinking? Claudel Washington went for a shoestring catch in the 9th inning. It gets past him. And that will score Landeskog from first. And the Astros tie it up. Holy crap. Game tied at 2. Oh, crap. 5, 8, triple 1-3. Rolls a 3. And Cedeno will go to third on the triple. And we are tied at 2. So blown save Neil Allen. And now the Mets have to bring the infield in not to lose this. Runner on third and 1 out. And it'll bring up Ashby. So Cedeno on at third. Holy poop. Allen from the stretch. They have to keep Cedeno at third. Oh, the Met fans just gasped on this. Allen from the stretch. 3-11. Ballpark single to left. He's a 1-4. Not this time. Line drive second base. So there's 2 outs. And now here's the GOAT, Craig Reynolds. He stays in the game unless Landeskog was better at short and we make a switch. He's a 324. He's a little better. Now do you hit for him? And let's see who did Landeskog. He batted for Landeskog, ran for Heap, so they'll need a new first baseman. It'll probably be Art Howe in that position. So, either, you know what? Reynolds does not hit well with runners in scoring position. So they're going to bring in Art Howe. This will technically be a double switch. So Howe comes in the game. So they take the GOAT out and Craig Reynolds. So now let's see if the Astros can run. So Allen from the stretch. Runner on third, 2 outs. Allen needs to get past this. 2-9. He does not. Art Howe comes in and hits a pinch hit double. Astros lead it 3-2. So a double for Howe. Gets the run batted in. Cedeno scores, and the Astros have now taken the lead. Oh, this is what's bound to happen, as they say. So now they are going to probably have to pinch hit. They'll pinch hit here too for for the pitcher spot, LaCourty as Dave Smith gets loose, and they'll go to Dave Bergman. So Bergman will bat. So Bergman now is an option. Probably not. So Neil Allen needs to get out of this one. Runner on second, 2 outs. Astros lead 3-2. That's a 4-7 and struck him out. So it ends it. Oh, what an inning for the Astros. They start easy enough with a ground ball to second. Then Heap walks. Landeskog runs for him. Cabell hits a 1-3 triple chance, rolls the 3, so gets past the left fielder to the wall. And then they think they get out of the inning by Ashby lining out, and then Art Howe comes in and knocks in the run with the double to pull him ahead. Then you get the strikeout to end the inning. So now we go to the bottom of the 9th, and Dave Smith now gets the chance to come in and gets the save. So Dave Smith is the new pitcher for the Astros here. Again, wow, what an unfortunate turn of events for the Mets. So Dave Smith can give you 4 outs, so he's perfect for a 9th inning. And he will now pitch to the Met order, and which will be, they got Mazzilli last inning, didn't they? They did. So it'll be Washington, Youngblood, and Jorgensen. Lefty, righty, lefty. Here we go, folks. Let's see if the Mets have some 9th inning magic, as a channel says. And they're going to need it right now against Dave Smith. Dave Smith now gets the sign. Fastball, forkball. Let's see if he can hang one here. 2-8. He almost did. Damn, ground ball to first. Good stuff in that column. Picked up by Smith, then throws him out, one away. Here's Joel Youngblood, 1 out here in the 9th. Mets needing some help. Smith from the windup. Here's the pitch to Youngblood. He's been hot. 2-5, popped up to short. That is the shortstop, which is going to be now Landeskog makes the catch. And 2 outs. Art Howe at first, Landeskog at short, by the way. 2 outs, and here's Youngblood. Lefty-righty matchup stays in the game. Boy, can they use some help from Jorgensen here. Smith with the windup and the pitch. 3-5, struck him out, and the Astros will pull this one out by the score of 3-2. Again, heartache with the Astros. The Mets will drop the 2.5 games in back as they lose a half game with the Phillies beating the Reds today. So the final score is the Houston Astros 3 and the New York Mets 2. Winning pitcher was going to be Frank LaCourty. He ends up getting the vulture win, and on the loss was unfortunate. It's going to have to be Neil Allen. Tom Houseman gave you 3 immaculate innings, and then Neil Allen let it go in the 9th. So the final score here at the big ballpark in Queens, Flushing that is, the Houston Astros 3 and the New York Mets 2. This has been a broadcast of the Sports Time Machine's 1980 National League Met replay, August 1st, 1980. The Mets dropped the 2.5 games back. Their next game will be again against the Houston Astros, again on Saturday, followed by a game Sunday afternoon. I want to thank you folks for being here for a broadcast, and a terrible way to end it. And we'll see you again later on for more baseball. Talk to you later, and have a good rest of your day.